What up? Welcome back to another YouTube draft with Nelly. This one's also on Twitch. Exciting, right? Non-exclusive. Deathbloom Ritualist. A 5 mana 3/5 that taps for lots of mana of any color. Or 0 mana of any color if you don't have any creatures in your graveyard yet. Okay. I did just get 7 wins with a big mana draft. We were big red. Should we try to be big mill yourself black green? There's not a ton in this pack that's super exciting. Like the Spotter Thopter is totally fine. A bunch of like solid playables, but I don't know that anything really draws me into an archetype. I think Foundry Inspector is probably my favorite card from the set. But I don't know, team. Like, should we give Deathbloom Ritualist a pack one pick one try? Let's give it a shot. Oh, this Junkyard Genius. This card's quite decent. Solid White Soldier's card, Mana Rock, Prison Sentence. Okay, some options here. Gothian Sprite, very good though. I'm the most tempted by this Junkyard Golem. That puts us in 3 colors off the hop, but we do have our first pick does fix our mana a bit. Okay, there's the Sardian Cliff Stomper from a recent draft that helped so much. Another Prison Sentence next to a Disenchant. We could just take the Evolving Wilds from this pack. That's not the worst defense. It's unclear whether the black-green is going to work out. The second Cliff Stomper, though. If the first Cliff Stomper tables, we could just get back into mono-red again. Yeah, like this card's fine. These green cards are okay, but I can't allow 4th pick Cliff Stomper after the success I just had with Cliff Stomper. Okay, apparently I'm a one-trick pony now, and I only draft big red decks. It's unfortunate. Maybe we'll be Splash Black. Yeah, like we could be Splash Black for this. I think maybe our neighbors are in green. Oh, that's a good green card, actually. I don't like it as much as the Rager, though. Menace and Haste. Is this just supposed to be Urza as well? Is that who this character is? They're just like someone who's managing to find, incredible things from the scrap heaps that they've been left. All the leftovers. I'm not sure. Lore questions. You're not on the lore channel, unfortunately. Are we going to get like a 9th pick? Or, sorry, would it be like 10th pick starting Cliffstomper 2 or 12th pick starting Cliffstomper? Probably not, right? That's super, super unlikely. Someone will take it. But even the fact that there was past 1/3, past 1/4, probably it means that like in pack 3 we'll get fairly hooked up. Speaking of getting hooked up, can we get some more passes? Nope. Benjo Kazooie is taking their sweet time. Oh, here we go. This can draw a card. Also, there's unearthed cards to worry about. I think it's between the Lantern and just a Rust Goliath for me. This also takes things out of the graveyard. Blocks flyers really well, though, too. Sure, let's go Lantern. Another Wilds, Scrapsmith, Warplow, Locust. But the black does seem to be pretty open. This is actually a pack that would make you think maybe play black green. There's another Wilds. I like this Scrapsmith a lot, though, especially when you have the unearthed cards. I'll take the land. I'll take the land this time. This can draw land, right? Yeah. I'm going to take the worker just because of the potential of still being mono red. Other worker friend. These trench stalkers are really going around too, but they're better in blue-black. This deck really hasn't made up its mind yet. Like, I think we're red, but we might just be a Jund, like, value deck, and we're going to play this and a bunch of, like, you know, mill yourself and unearth creatures if possible, but we might also be mono red if that seems like it's possible. Or, like, splashing for this thing. Oh, aye, Captain Draft. All right, let's just probably hide this. We'll keep this here. Probably. We could be on one swamp, 2 Evolving Wilds, and just try not to crack for the swamp before turn 5. Getting the black cantrips is really good anyway. This is a pretty interesting card. Combos with this. So you could, like, sacrifice your lands or your, I don't know, Planeswalkers, enchantments to Junkyard Genius if you want. Also, like, turns on... Oh, we might play this card. This is a ramp card. It turns on your Shatters. I don't know if it's worth playing, but I feel like it's a pretty interesting include in the Mystical Archive of Brothers War. One with the multiverse, eh? Goblin Charbelcher! Oh! How do we say no to Charbelcher? This makes a Power Stone too, right? Yeah. I really like this card. It's just as good as this. We've got to take Charbelcher, right? This card's pretty nuts too, right? We don't have, like, a setup to play an 8-drop blue card, really. Well, we have 2 Evolving Wilds. It could happen. This card is nuts, but I want to take Charbelcher. We've already got a bunch of mountains, right? You know, repeatable shocks are usually pretty great. Oh, Hurkle. So yeah, if you just cast an artifact every turn, she gets to keep drawing you cards. Lay Down Arms, also a powerful one. The Realization's a good card. Seems like our neighbor on the left ended up in red, maybe. So that's unfortunate. I think it's between... I don't know if we want Conscripted Infantry a ton for this deck. And the Fireball will probably table. I think it's between Gruesome Realization and Hurkle, which is pretty weird because... we don't have any double pips of anything yet. We do have 2 Sardian Cliff Stompers. Don't forget. Do I want to risk it for this? Yeah, sure. Yeah, this might actually make the cut. We might end up being weird Grixis. We haven't seen an Elsewhere Flask yet, but, you know, if we do, then maybe. Sigil of Valor, Raise to the Ground, Blitz Automaton, Disenchant, Arbalest Engineers, Thraxodemon. Fade from History. Whoa. Shatterstorm in this format, though. scary. It doesn't feel like the kind of deck we're trying to build here. Sigil of Valor is kind of always good. I think I like it more than Thraxodemon. Yeah. So if you're not familiar with this, typically gets played in decks with like 1 or 0 lands, and then they play like now since most recent Zendikar, you can play modal dual-faced lands and spells. But they used to just play a whole bunch of cards that would tutor your 1 or your 2 lands. Oh, 3rd Cliffstomper. Oh my god. And a Burnished Heart. Well, we have to say yes to this card, because we're on that path. So yeah, usually your land count is like 0, and when you pay the 3 to tap it, you just win the game immediately. But in Limited, it's still like, it deals damage to the number of non-land cards to any target. If the revealed damage is a mountain, it deals double. So even if it's just a mountain on top of your deck, you get to like shock a creature for 3 mana every turn. You know, 4 mana, pay 3 and tap, deal 2 damage to any target. It's sort of playable. Rod of Ruin only deals 1, and like occasionally play Rod of Ruin in Limited. Ashnod's Altar, 3rd Path. Is 3rd Path better for our deck than Junkyard? Because we're playing a lot of mountains, and we don't have a ton of fixing for these other colors yet. So it's kind of sort of a question mark whether it's happening at all. I think we're just taking the Raise to the Ground here. Unless we want the Altar. Not really doing Altar things right now. The Altar's a cool card, though. This is another classic card from Magic's history, and was from Original Antiquities, I believe. I'm just going to take the Shatter this time. Is Ashnod's Altar from... Yeah, it should be. It should be from Antiquities. I think that's right. Really old, really popular card. Ooh, Fall of Krug. Or... Second Soul Eye Lantern. This might be a deck where you just kind of have to play a Fall of Krug. Or we can just have another cantrip. I think we keep this as an option. 1 damage to each creature they control. But for 6. So it's a really, really expensive, really bad Pyroclasm. Strapped to a Stone Rain. This format doesn't really have any lands that matter. Depth Charge, Firebomb, Infantry, bunch of blue cards. Whoa. Do we have any legendary artifacts yet? No. We also aren't going crazy on mana yet, so just like a safe, you know, middle of the road card is probably right. And we haven't hit any energy refractors or elsewhere flasks yet, so Hurkyl's not looking super likely. The 1 Junkyard Genius could be okay, but the 3 Cliffstompers kind of wants to kick him out too, right? You know, just dropping the Wilds and the Junkyard Genius, meaning that we always have 4 mountains on turn 4. Reunion versus Chain Dancer. Oh, there's a Corrupt. I forgot that this was in this set. Huh. That's sweet. But again, we don't have Elspar Flask. Yeah, I'm happy to take Bear Reunion here. Firebomb's okay. Well, we don't want to play it, but we'll take it. Pack 2 is not working out great for us. It's worth noting. Probably this 7-drop. It's not a Rust Goliath, but plus I don't really have a combo with this card, so it's probably out. Yeah, this deck's like a C- right now. I got excited about the Cliff Stompers, but unlike the last deck I was just playing, it doesn't have... whoa, this tabled. That's weird. So did this. This pack was pretty good. There's another Shatter in here too. Okay, so this is the safe pick. This is the exciting pick. Yeah, sure. This card's actually pretty good. Even just being able to block 2/2 flyers, and being a mana rock, really nice. Wow, this is here too. Weird. Nobody wants to be red X. Fortified Beachhead, Dragon Engine, Wellspring. We do have one sack outlet for the Wellspring. But I think it'll table in this pack. Yeah, I'm okay taking a second Dragon Engine. I think we're hoping that either the Bitter Reunion or the Wellspring table. Probably the Wellspring won't table. Mishra's Foundry. Elsewhere Flask. Okay. Unleash Shell. We do have 2 assembly workers that can attack. There's also a Monastery Swift Spear here, it's worth noting. The land is actually kind of awkward, because we have 3 Cliff Stompers. So there's going to be like at least one game where we miss out on damage. I want to take Elspeth Flask because I just really like having a bunch of rocks that smooth out your draw, but we're probably supposed to take Unleash Shell here. Feels bad passing Swift Spear and a cantrip rock. We can take Overwhelming Remorse here and just commit to this Black Splash. While we're splashing black, we could take one of these 2. How good is this? Or Artifact? Yeah, sure. This is 23 spells. It's worth noting. Oh, a Lightning Bolt or a Disfigure. Yeah, let's cut something for Lightning Bolt there. Mishra. Bonesaw is ready. Another Unleashed Shell. We took a Remorse, so I don't know about second Unleashed Shell. That's kind of clogging the works up a bit. Mishra is probably better than the Fall of Krug, though. Second Rager. Yeah. Possibly instead of Stone Retrieval. We do like ramping a bit, though, in this deck. It's worth noting. This deck could really use one Emergency Weld. We had an opportunity to take one earlier, so it's a little disappointing that we are committing to this Black Splash, and we don't have an Emergency Weld. I'm a little sad about that. I don't know. This is like the smart pick. This pick makes more sense than this, I guess. I kind of want to take this Corrupt in case that Elsewhere Flask tables. We should probably cut that. Yeah, so the Bitter Reunion tabled. Or we could have a second Firebomb. This was our pack. I don't know if we need a second Bitter Reunion. We're also one card too many. It's probably going to be this one. Can we afford to play one swamp here? Like, if we not having that Elsewhere Flask or an Energy Refractor does affect how strong this Black Splash is. We might have to play 2 swamps, which really makes Cliff unhappy. I mean, we could also just cut the black cards. Like, we could put Boulder Branch back in, maybe put the Infantry or the second Reunion in. Could play this Firebomb. Oh my gosh, the Elsewhere Flask and the Monastery Swift are both tabled. Okay, I really want this. Everyone knows. We didn't take that Corrupt, though. Yeah. Oh well. Sorry, Corrupt. second tower worker or first chain dancer for this deck? Just gonna put this in the sideboard. Can we play 16 land in this deck? No, I don't think we want to. We're gonna cut something. How good is Tomacool? Is Tomacool gonna miss? Probably not. Good odds. It's not 13. You only see 3 cards, right? Right. Last pick, Gaia's Gift. I bet they feel good about that. Excuse me. It is a gift. Okay, so we do have these prototypes in the sideboard. And of course this Ritualist or this blue card. A couple blue cards we could end up jamming, but I feel pretty good about this. I wonder if we want Stone Retrieval Unit instead of Power Plant Worker. Yeah, we did cut enough cards to fit in 17 lands. I think 17 lands is right. I'm amazed, absolutely amazed that Arena thinks we want to play 6 mountains. That's not correct. Not even close. Let's just cut all these mountains and put big ones in since we have to fiddle with this. Big swamp. This one. Haven't played with these for a while and obviously did buy them. Yeah. So, yeah, do we want to fit in Stone Retrieval, Blitz Automaton, Second Bitter Reunion? Like, I wonder if Second Bitter Reunion is better than First Thraxodemon. We are still low on black sources, but we want to play Overwhelming Remorse, and I think we'd also definitely want to play Junkyard Genius. But if we're just looking to draw cards, maybe a different kind of hand-smoothing 2-drop would be fine. It makes Cliff a bit more comfortable. This is worth a splash. And these, of course. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sources of black, essentially, with 2 cards that absolutely need it. I think that's fine. These can also dig towards the black sources. Okay. That's my draft deck. Yeah. If you're not aware, I have a Twitch channel. It's Coach Nelly. Okay, well, we can edit that into a video, hopefully. In the meantime, do we have enough? Yeah, we can play at least one game. We have enough time before Nelly's got to go pick up his kids. Play at least an game. Three Sardinian Glyph Stompers. 3, though. So we're just going to start off Wildsing for a mountain. See? Because of this guy. And we might reunion away our pump spell. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Or we'll just play Scrapsmith. Scrapsmith can't draw land, but we could dig for lands next turn. Please don't put 2 Cliff Stompers in the bin. Yeah, we'll draw that. Yeah, that's good. How are the games going, Coach? It says Vampire Lord. Going good. Yeah. Just got in with this deck. Haven't finished an game with this deck yet, but that's okay. Does Tomical want to trade? Tomical doesn't fly. I know it's a non-bow with Sigil of Valor, but like that's okay. So yeah, this deck has 3 Cliff Stompers. The one we previous had 2 Cliff Stompers, but it also had a Cage Sun and like a better top end. All right, let's do it like this. But this deck has a Charbelcher. So that's exciting. It doesn't have a way to like get lands out of the deck or anything like that. It's just gonna, you know, deal 2 or 3 damage every activation. I mean, it could deal more, obviously. Like, just depends how the deck is stacked. It only has 1 swamp, so it's like gonna hit. It's usually gonna hit mountains. So like, I don't know. That probably the average damage we're gonna get out of our Charbelcher in this deck is like 4. Like if you rip spell land, that's 3 cards. So that's 6 actually. So it's like if you, yeah, it's probably average damage of 5 because it's like your 2 most likely scenarios are probably spell land and spell land, just for the distribution of the deck, just from 23-17. Although maybe the chance of going spell land and land are both really close too. Maybe it's worth noting that. Yeah, let's attack for 2 and see what happens. Well, are we attacking for 2? No, we need mana. We're not making our land drop, so instead of playing another Cliff, I'm just going to cast this thing and then put the Sigil on Scrappy. Hey, this is still pumping for Sigil. That's nice. Get in there, Scrappy-Doo. They're going to just blow up my Sigil, maybe? Not yet. Are we on 16 or 17 lives? This deck plays 17. I think if you're going to be a big red deck with 2 Dragon Engines, which, again, this deck is, unlike the Cage Sun deck, it doesn't have Cage Sun. They just played the Haste 6/4 to block? That's wild. That is wild to me. Let's blow it up. Right? Yeah. No blocking for you, my friend. Oh, no. You don't block. You take 5. Let's try to do the same thing we're doing. Feel bad for them. Oh, I should have got the swamp. I have this thing. Oh, well. Oh, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I got. We have lethal. Unleash Shell's a pretty good card. For limited, you know, it's like it deals some damage to the face. Here, I'll show the deck off again for anyone else who just got here. Yeah, we have Charbelcher, 2 Ragers, and a Remorse, and this Junkyard Genius. That was our first pick of the draft, I think. Yeah, and then the Cliff Stomper. We saw a Cliff Stomper 3rd in pack 1, and it tabled. But we took one 4th as well, and then we also took one, I want to say pack 3, pick 1. We're playing 1 Swamp. Yeah. Interesting stuff on the board. We have our own Automaton, another one of these. We could be playing another Mana Rock thing, Firebomb. Oh, sorry, our first pick of the draft was this. And then we also got this and this, and we want to be doing splashing. And our last cut was Thraxodemon out for Bitter Reunion. I kind of wonder if this Boulder Branch Golem shouldn't be in the deck, too. But I really don't know who to cut. So there you have it. I think we keep this, maybe, but we lead with Mountain, and then we play Evolving Wilds, like, on turn 3. Or we could play it on turn 2, actually. Okay, now we can... Yeah, alright, we can wait. I guess you don't want a Soul Guide right away. Unless you're just going to crack it. Are we just cracking the Soul Guide? Or do we want to take out a Scrapwork cohort? Our opponent's probably on Blue-White Soldiers. Yeah, no, we need gas. Red Wizard needs gas badly. Okay. Okay, if that wasn't starting Cliff Stomper, we can now afford to play the swamp. Go get the swamp. Because if we do rip a Cliff Stomper next turn, then the turn after that when it can attack, we'll still have 4 mountains. But yeah, it looks like we might have a Charbelcher game. They might counter it or disenchant it, but... Some games of this format are pretty slow. Like, just continuing to go Charbelcher to the face could be a thing. Ooh, this prototype. That's a good card. Also, Evolving Wilds are getting 2 lands out of our library each time. So, like, the odds for a Charbelcher are pretty good. Drawing a ton of land is also nice. What up, Jackie Lantern? Welcome, welcome. Ooh, okay, new plan, new plan. Let's just play this and then kill this with that. Oh no, it's going to have Hexproof, isn't it? Shoot. Well, nothing we can do about it. Yeah, the boots are a bit of a problem, aren't they? Hexproof 2/3 flyer. Ugh. Did we burn that? Yeah, I mean, are we unleash shelling this thing? It seems like they'll probably have another thing that comes out, and we'll at least get to burn this. Okay, our own tower worker seems really good right now. This is an instant. Worth noting. Ooh, God, they're gonna give that haste? Well, we can double block. I don't hate this double block. We lose our reach creature. But they don't... Oh, they do have 1 mana left. That's okay. I don't want to take 5. Or should we just take 5 and then shell it? It's got the boots on, though. The boots are really messing me up. Is Charbelcher any good in Gladiator? Oh, great question, Jackie. I don't know yet, but maybe Joker Brony knows? Joker Brony, like, builds a lot of decks. So, if they're still in chat, maybe they can tell you. I am not sure, though. God, we're in a bit of a mess here, aren't we? So 6 mana this turn. So next turn we can Charby. We can Charby. Should we just keep up Shell? I honestly don't hate it. Just like get a land out of your deck, keep up this Shell, try to take a bit less damage next turn, and then after that go to Charbelcher Town. Like, most obviously, we kept up Shell ever, right? But whatever. Time for a big... Excuse me. There we go. How am I doing, Deodorant? Not bad. I might be dying here. I don't love that. Opponent doesn't have red mana to bring back that thing. Yeah, Jackie, absolutely. This is a funny card to exist. Arcane Proxy. 4/3 copying nothing? Just 7 mana 4/3? It's gotta feel bad. Okay, here we go. I think, right? We can wait, too. It's not only sorcery, right? Also, like, we might be heading face here with this. Oh no, they have the red mana. Brutal. So should we gamble that we have 3 damage off the Charbelcher? Or should we just cast this Remorse targeting the Juggernaut? We came to have fun, right? We came to game. 6 damage. Charbelching. It'd be great if we had a thingy, but we don't. I just want to decline so I can block this thing. Oh yeah, this makes this only costs 1 mana too. That's incredible. Okay. Can Charbelcher race Spotter Thopter? I hope so. I love that resources only cost 1, or Remorse only costs 1. That's dope. See, 2 is the minimum we can deal per turn with Charbelcher. Because we don't have any Evolving Wilds or Swamps left in our library now. I think we just have the 2 Evolving Wilds. So this is like a beauty game for Charbelcher. Spell plus Mountain equals 4. That's right. Yeah, we dealt 6. Whoa, it's Hulking Metamorph. Okay. What do you call? Are you going to copy my Charbelcher? No, just a big prototype. I can't shrink its power, so I might as well let them finish scrying. Scry 7. That's so good. This doesn't stop this, unfortunately. Also, yeah, Hulking Metamorph, Arcane Proxy. I like your deck, Quartermain. Very nice, very nice. Scrying 7 takes a while, right? You're basically stacking your deck. Seven top. Great. Well, I'm pretty nervous about whatever else they're going to hit us with, since they have the boots, right? It was only 2 damage? Oh, it's 0 if there's a mountain on top? I thought it was 2 if there's a mountain on top. I don't know anything about how this card works. Reveal the cards from the top until you reveal a land. This deals damage equal to the number of non-land. Oh, you have to hit non-land cards. Right. It's just, you have to hit at least 1 non-land card. Okay, okay, okay. Oh my gosh, we can blow up the boots. Yay! Love that for us, besties. This is 6 mana. I think we get in for 3. Should we just try to burn that Spotter Thopter? I don't know. They're casting Stern Lesson first, okay. Step 1, they cast Stern Lesson. They kept all 7 on top. They have a Power Stone. Should we burn this flyer or should we burn their face? I feel like we're supposed to go face. Okay. Okay. Nice. That's a card. They have 1 card left. Yeah, I think we take a turn off and play this. Hope they don't have removal. Okay, sorry. So if it's spell land, because it only counts the number of non-lands, then that's 2 damage. Spell land is 4 damage. Right? Okay, they found another removal spell. Okay. So you have to hit spell land to deal 3 damage. Oh no! Does this give it haste? No way. But it does draw a card. Pretty cool deck our opponent's playing. It's possible. Why is it not asking me? That's a great question. I don't know. It's just doing it for me. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, this is probably better than playing a Rager. Okay. That doesn't block great, but it blocks. I don't know. Are we casting a Rager here, or are we just activating Charbelcher and hoping? I think we have to just Charbelch hope. 6. Yeah, if we had 1 more mana, we could do both. More like Chad Belcher. Yeah, no, I think it's correct. It's probably a known bug, but yeah, there is a bug here where it should be asking me. It says any order, not random order. They drew an island after keeping 7 on top. No, the Charbelcher. Okay, let's see if we can kill this thing. 1 more. 1 for the road. Can we reveal some cards? Yes, we can. Okay, all right. We're still on a 3-turn clock, but we've got these things. I don't know. We could peel another Dragon Engine, maybe. Don't you know the card on top of your library? Yeah. You do. Okay. Okay, that's excellent. I'll just play it as a 3 mana thing because yeah. Can pump its power once, hey? Well, we're gonna be dead to a removal spell. Or a pump spell. A lot of things kill us here. Platoon dispenser. Whoa. Fun. Yeah, good for you. Wow. This is a 4/6 for 5 that makes dudes. I like this card a lot. Very strong. It's a mythic. Makes sense. We're both at like 0 life, though. And it draws cards. Oh, we don't have the mana to do this. That's okay, that's okay. We have to put 4 mana into this to kill a thing. But they have to block, because otherwise we kill them. But do we want to push this into trading with this? I don't actually know if we do. Sardian Cliff Stomper wants to attack, because it doesn't have any power on the blocks. Oh, we could also just play both of these and then give them haste. Does that help? Okay, say we play this. Give both things haste. Pump this to a 6/6 so that both these get through this. They both have to be blocked. They probably get blocked here and here. And then we just die to this thing on the backswing. Yeah, it's not great, hey? Let's just attack with this. It gets blocked by a 1-1, but that's okay. Then we play this. We don't have quite enough mana to do this, but that's okay. We're having a real game here. They can make like 3 tokens this turn, though. The menace matters, but I don't know if it matters enough. Like, if we're winning this game, it's because we rip a lightning bolt that we can go face with. God. Yeah, 3 creatures was not an overestimation. 3 creatures. And then just pass and draw a card. Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, okay. Well, we can't do this and activate this. How good is Menace, though? Like, say we attack with all 3 of these. It's only other creatures? Yeah, other creatures get Menace and Haste. And we can't play another creature. But, like, all 3 of these can pump. Well, this thing's just huge. They have to literally block with everyone. And then this is going to get through? Like, these 2 block here. And then this gets blocked by 2 soldiers, this gets blocked by a soldier and the platoon dispenser, and then we get to kill this platoon dispenser and put them to 2. Is that right? That seems right. We have 9 mana to put into our 2 pump things. This only needs... this needs 6, and this one only needs 3. That's just enough. Okay, I think this flunge is right. Let's find out. It seems better than not flunging since this thing is here, right? Like, they're tapped. They have to block all 3. They don't have to block Junkyard Genius, because Junkyard Genius is a genius. But I think they have to lose, like, all of their creatures except for 1 soldier token. Or better, maybe they have to lose all of their creatures. Okay, so let's try to hope that we're doing this correctly. Pump this. Yeah, and then pump this. 3 damage, 4 damage. Oh no, we're 1 short. I'm an idiot. Okay, well, they get to keep Tower Worker. So hopefully that's okay. They have drawn 3 cards off the platoon dispenser. But I mean, yeah, I did do the math wrong. I needed 2 more mana to kill this Tower Worker. Doesn't Unearth kill me? Oh my god, this thing has Unearth too? What? Why does it have Unearth? You gotta be kidding me. Yes, it kills me. Yes, Unearth kills me. I'm dead. I lost. Yikes. So what, was he just supposed to attack with a flyer with Menace, maybe? I think we were dead to not making that attack, too. Ugh. Why does this thing have Unearth? Ugh, crazy bomb. Okay. Well, I hope that thing shows up in Standard, since it's so ridiculously busted and limited. Repeated with many repercussions. Yeah, tough situation. Yeah, did anyone know if I had a real play there? I don't know if I had a play that did play around Unearth. Also, I gotta go. We gotta shut this stream down. But good times. This deck was fun. Did anyone... Yeah, Alexis... Did we have lethal off on Earth? Well, no, Alexis, we only had 1 black source. So we couldn't... Yeah, Vampire Lord's explaining. We couldn't both activate the Junkyard Genius and the Unearth. We have an Elsewhere Flash somewhere in our library, but we don't want lots of swaps in there for the Belcher and the Cliff Stompers. So, it is what it is. Yay. Thanks for watching me today, everybody. Thanks for putting up with some internet issues we had earlier, but this has been 2.5 hours since then, so hopefully that's all fixed and my internet problems are in the past. Let's drop in on Cameron. That's a fun thing to do. Whenever possible, I recommend raiding Unarmed Oracle. And yeah, hey, I hope you all have a great time zone, whichever one you happen to be in. And I hope you also enjoy playing and, or sorry, watching some of whatever Cam is doing. Okay, have a great one.